It's Jimmy, Scott, and Diggerman from the Theme Park Podcast.
Are you looking to finally make that move to Orlando? Maybe you already live here and want to be closer to the parks.
Use the official real estate agent of the Theme Park Podcast, LaurenCampbellRealtor.com.
Lauren helped my mom both buy and sell her house.
I bought a house of 10 years with Lauren.
Didn't you marry her?
Shush. I love my real estate agent, and you will too. Call Lauren Campbell at 407-325-4225. That's 407-325-4225.
Goldwell Banker Realty.
And there we are, guys.
We're live.
We're live
on the internet.
Yep.
We are.
Al Gore's internet.
He invented it.
Yes, he also invented pants. I hear. Your mic is blocking your face.
It really is.
I don't know what to do.
Actually, I think it's a good look.
I mean, honestly, it's for the better.
I need a bigger mic. Apparently.
Yeah. Can I get like a big puff too, just to really just? Or
Well,
just,
we've got like four in
how
the
about a windscreen, just a large windscreen.
I need to
block
put.
it out.
What I need to do is get the hat that Scott's got and just put it on my head backwards.
Well, we've got four mic screens in the case. Do you want to just stack them on top of each other like a
Maybe.
ice cream cone?
Maybe we could do that.
Oh my god!
Ooh, you're forced perspective. It's force perspective.
I don't know what he looks like, but it might be cool.
It is very cool.
Okay.
You should just hold it there
The whole time.
the entire time.
Do we have something you could stack it on?
Yes, we do.
See, now it looks like he's like shouting into the mic.
It does.
I want to see.
Here.
Yeah, there he is. This is how we start a pre-show, kids.
Yeah, we play with toys.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
That should work.
Here we go.
There
There we go. And how we looking?
Yep.
Nice. Just like my hotel room.
It's like you never left.
Yes.
It's true. Scott, the first thing when I got to Japan and we got to our hotel and I looked out that window the first time, I was just like, this is so good. It's like, why am I only staying here one night?
You
Yeah.
only got one night in the Godzilla hotel, huh?
Yeah, because we bounced to Hiroshima the very next morning.
Oh, yeah.
So that first day was kind of like just we walked around, we got some Japanese barbecue by accident, and it was amazing.
Did you see in like any pod hotels, or did you see them where it's
I know what you're talking about, but those are all over Europe.
True.
They're called Yotel. Well, no, there's a brand called Yotel, and that's where I stayed in the first time I went to England. But didn't I stayed in a hotel in the airport in England, but didn't actually leave the airport, so I didn't really visit England.
Oh, okay. Did you Hank Hill it and stay in a hotel and that was really small and not realize that the paper door opened to a much larger room?
that you were only in the front room? Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And you
I know what you're talking about. It's called a Ryokan.
Mm.
And no, we actually thought when we got to the room that it was going to be much bigger than it actually was.
Oh,
We thought like, oh, it's got a living room, it's got a dining room. No, the living room is the dining room, and is also the bedroom.
oh, it's a hotel room then.
Yeah, exactly.
It
Yeah.
sounds like a hotel room.
But like when you walk in, it's just a table and four like floor chairs,
Mm-hmm.
and you sit around that table, and you have Japanese tea that they bring you. And then when you go to have your traditional Japanese dinner, they come in and push the table against the wall and break out the floor mats.
Mm.
Oh, a lot of service going on there.
Yeah, that place was crazy with the service.
It's cool.
And because it was like a traditional Ryokan, you came in, you had to take off your shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And the shoes stayed in like the foyer area, and they had like lockers for your shoes. And then you go into the area to check in, and you're only in socks. But then when you go into the rest of the hotel, you have to wear slippers.
Yeah.
Oh, that does sound nice.
And then you get up to the room, and there's special bathroom sandals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to.
These guys have it figured out.
Yeah, their floors are very clean.
Yeah.
You should do this at your house.
I should.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm too lazy, but I should.
And there was at least 2 restaurants where we went to that had to take off your shoes.
Oh,
And then what was funny is like you take off your shoes and you step up and you get to the table and then you put your legs under the table and there's like a big hole for your legs where the table was. And with my advanced age, that was quite the.
I live here now.
yeah. This is my home now.
There was a lot of butt scooting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, we gotta save this for the podcast.
We do.
Okay,
This is just a pre-show. This is quality.
We're giving away
content.
for free.
Yeah, we gotta save it for the actual podcast.
Hey, you know what? The people that tune in online, they deserve something a little extra.
Okay, well, they got it. They're probably gonna hear it again in the podcast somewhere.
A little extra juice.
It'll get mentioned somewhere.
Not in such detail, though.
Yes, true. All right. Do you guys think we should start? Because we've got a big trip to recap.
We do.
Yes.
And we have 2 shows to do.
There you go.
All right. Coming down in 3, 2.
From the theme park capital of the world, Orlando, Florida, this is the Theme Park Podcast. Wait, podcast? Isn't this on the radio? Why does everything gotta be so messy on this station? Anyway, here's your hosts, Dickerman, Jimmy D, and Scott Harris.
Hey there, and welcome to the Theme Park Podcast. I am Dickerman. There is the returning Jimmy D
Konnichiwa.
and Scott Harris. If you watch the stream, he actually looks like Godzilla tonight because he has a Godzilla hat on.
Yeah, I don't know what they call those in Japan. I don't know what the official name is.
I'm gonna call it a hat. I'm gonna call it a hat and say that it's a hat.
It's a thing on his head.
It's officially from Japan. Jimmy has returned from an extended visit to the land of the rising sun. Can we still call it that? Is that still okay?
Yes,
okay.
they're that's what their flag is.
I have so many old wrestling terms from my childhood. I don't know what's acceptable and what's not acceptable anymore.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, basically, if it's from the WCW, WWF era,
don't use it. Yeah.
Don't use it.
well, the Great Muta was from the land of the rising sun. Just
Okay.
want to make sure it was, it was okay. It was good. So we're gonna do a pretty deep dive on this trip because there was a lot of theme parking involved.
Yes,
There was a Star Wars celebration involved,
there was.
and a considerable amount of Godzilla.
Yeah, I could have gone for a little more Godzilla, to be honest. But
Yeah?
yeah, I needed some more.
Yeah.
But there was only so much time, and
in money.
gentlemen, I think I was born on the wrong continent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was meant to be in Japan.
My bigger question is: have you looked at your credit card statement?
has Lauren,
Yes,
Lauren looked at your credit.
No, she has not. I did look at my credit card statement, and it actually is. It's okay. It's
Yeah.
manageable.
Good.
Okay.
So yeah, I did not put myself into I'm nowhere close to filing for bankruptcy.
That's good. That's
Good.
good. You want to do this chronologically and just kind of run down how your trip laid out to try and to recap it. This is Scott's actually going to be taking notes the entire show
Yeah, I am.
because he is now ready to go. He's got his plane ticket in his cart online,
Mhm.
and he's ready for a trip to Japan. Let me ask you this first. So the trip to Japan, was this more about A, visiting Japan, B, Star Wars celebration, or C, something else?
It started as just a trip for celebration.
Okay. Mhm.
When they announced, because what had happened is like 2 years ago, they announced in London that it was going to be in Japan, and we huddled up the 4 core guys that traveled the celebration together, and my buddy John was like, I guess we're going to Japan. And that's where it was. It was going to be a guy's trip. And then unfortunately we lost Riley over the summer. And with the
Yes.
passing of the dog, that left Lauren completely free to go to Japan.
Yes.
So, and I don't like going to places like if I was going to LA with Lauren, which I may or may not in 27, it's not that big a deal because we've
Right.
both been there before.
Right. Yeah. It's
But
just
going
LA.
going to a whole nother continent
Yeah.
and not having her with me, I don't know when I'd be able to get back to Japan. That whole,
And there's things she wanted to see and things she wanted to do.
correct. And so I don't like traveling without my spouse if I can avoid it. And yeah, so she came with. And that kind of really expanded the trip.
Yeah. I mean, looking at some of the recap, which I'm sure we can share a little bit more on our socials. We have shared a little bit, but I'm sure we can share a little bit more on our socials. The various things you guys were able to experience there. I was like, God, I was tired myself looking at all the things you did.
So, how much walking did you do today?
Every day was like a minimum of 7 miles, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
did you sleep? Did you sleep at all the entire trip?
Sleep was a little difficult because in Japan the beds are very hard.
Oh yeah,
Firm beds.
I would not. That would
Yeah.
be out of luck.
And I'm first world problems with my Tempur-Pedic mattress.
Yep. Yes. So let's start with your initial fly into Japan. The first day you stay at the Godzilla Hotel.
Yes, the Hotel Gracery in Tokyo. It's in Shinjuku, which is a part of Tokyo. And Scott's showing us the bag, which is not great for radio. But anyways, you walk down the main road and there's a big like an archway, but it's like squared, and it says Godzilla Road.
Oh, okay.
And you walk down it, and then you see Godzilla coming over the top of the Hotel Gracery, right over. Like they have a movie theater in the basement of the hotel. Well, not in the basement, but like in the ground floor of the hotel. So he's right over like Paddington Bear, like coming over the side, attacking downtown Tokyo. And
I mean, the view from your room was just incredible. Godzilla was right there.
Yeah, it's what's called a Godzilla view room, because there's a Godzilla room, which is the penthouse. Well, there's a couple of them, I think, on the top floor. I say penthouse, but it's just the top floor, and it is decked out. Like Godzilla's paws are coming through like the room and stuff, and there's like props from movies in there.
This would have been the bankruptcy level situation had you booked the penthouse.
No, but it was like 4 times the cost of the room that we spent. So it's like, I don't know, like I'd have to do the conversion and double check my numbers, but I want to say it would be like $1,000 for the night.
A night, $1,000 a night. That's beyond the Dickerman scale by quite.
Yeah. Well, the Demelfi scale is you shoot for $200 or less a night.
Yeah, that's a fair number to shoot for.
This one, I think we ended up spending a little bit more just because
of what it is.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and the cool thing is like the Godzilla view room is the same price as any other room in the hotel. You just got to be able to be the first to get it.
Okay, that's cool.
And I will say by far they had the nicest toilet and bathroom
in all of Japan.
Yeah, I mean they all had the fancy toilets because that's all they have in Japan,
right?
And the bathrooms are pretty much set up the same way, where when you like. There's the main bathroom part, and then what would be like, I guess, the tub room. You open a glass door, and the entire room is the shower.
Oh, that's fun. I like that.
Maximizing
I like that a
space.
lot.
And then the tub is in there, the showers, so the whole thing's a shower.
I like it.
So the first time you use it, though, you're like, I'm shooting water just onto the floor. You know, you're not. There's a drain. It's all tile. You're meant to do that. It just is like. I tell you, I want to renovate my bathroom, and I want a Japanese bathroom.
They're living in the future over there. I've determined they are living in the future.
Literally in the future, 13 hours in the future.
That too.
So it's like when the first couple of days, I was just texting people willy nilly, and I was like, "Oh, ooh."
You'd be texting us when it's like we're going to bed.
Well, but then you'd be texting at like 7 o'clock in the morning too. I'm like, when are you sleeping, Jimmy? It's like midnight text and 7 a.m. text.
Because I started getting better about it, and I knew. The first couple of hours in the morning, I could text people probably up until like 10 o'clock or like 11 o'clock local time.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of that, it was like in the evening, I could text you guys in the morning.
Yeah.
So it's like, so that was like my window to really text. I was texting throughout the day at first, and I'm like, uh-oh, I just texted my boss at 4 o'clock in the morning, a picture of me in front of cherry blossoms.
Yeah, I'm sure they appreciated it still.
Oh yeah. And it was the tail end of cherry blossom season, which was really, really beautiful to see.
So, Godzilla Hotel
is awesome. They had the great merch. They had this thing in their cafe where they print on the foam of your drink.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. So Lauren got a coffee, and it had just a cafe. you had a choice between Godzilla or Mothra, and she chose Godzilla. And then I got the soda because it was like a blue soda,
Mm-hmm.
and like it was like glowing in the picture. I was like, I want the glowing drink. It turned out it was just a light coming through the translucent soda, but you know what? It was still like sugary.
For all I
greatness.
know, this could be a special light up soda they have.
Great marketing. Great marketing.
You should try this, Dickerman, because it was like the foam on top. It reminded me of a butterbeer.
Okay.
Oh,
It like had that butterbeer like consistency at the top, but it was like blue soda flavor. If you've never had Japanese blue soda, I don't know what it's called. They just call it soda.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's delicious.
Okay. Yeah. That's not what they have at Epcot when you get the very. Did they have a Japanese soda at Epcot in the?
I don't believe so.
Well, they have like the normal flavors. I just
Yeah.
don't know what this blue flavor is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking we should upgrade at Epcot and get the blue stuff.
Like if you like, I bought Haichu, and it said cola, and then the blue flavor was soda.
Oh, okay.
So it's like I didn't know how to find it.
yeah, whatever that is.
Yeah, whatever that is, I'll take more of that. So next morning, hop on a train to Hiroshima.
Was
for
it
now,
a bullet train?
it was a bullet train.
Oh, how was it?
The bullet trains are very comfortable,
very fast.
very fast. You
Very
don't
efficient.
feel, you don't feel the speed. And I will tell you, if you're on a train in Japan, you best be ready to get off when your stop reaches.
Oh yeah, I heard they're like on the nose, like everything is on time, and that's it.
There was there was one delay that we suffered, and it was 8 minutes.
Oh, somebody probably got their job taken away from them.
No,
Great shame.
They show you in the subway. They have like little screens, and they tell you like in Japanese where you're going, and then they show it to you in English.
Oh,
And they have warnings about why there could be a delay.
Uh-huh.
Never
Godzilla.
experienced another delay beyond that, but the reasons I saw for delays were maintenance.
Okay.
Bamboo fell on the track.
Oh no.
Somebody's luggage got caught in the door,
okay.
and that was the
Godzilla
only
attack. Godzilla attack. Was
No,
Godzilla
there was no
attack not on
Godzilla
there?
attacks,
It was not
no.
on there at all.
Mm-mm.
I am very surprised
Yeah.
by that.
Unfortunately, fortunately, while I was there, no kaijus attacked, and there were no earthquakes.
That's good.
Also good.
That's also good. Yes.
Yes.
So you take the bullet train. You're going to Hiroshima.
Yeah, and it's not Hiroshima, because I know I hear a lot of Americans say Hiroshima. It's Hiroshima.
Okay. Hey, I said something right for the first time
Yes.
in my
I'm
life.
finally proud of you for
I think
doing
it's because I
something.
just heard him say it, though. So
Yeah.
it's okay.
And another thing I finally settled, it is not Kobe Steakhouse. It is Kobe.
Kobe.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
Kobe Steakhouse.
Wow, we've been saying it wrong all along.
Yeah.
Guess
yeah.
we have to go, all three of us, and correct some people.
Wait, is
then.
it Kobe beef too? Do we know?
Yeah, it's Kobe beef.
Well, if it's Kobe,
All right.
And the E at the end is pronounced as an A
okay.
in that situation. So we get to Hiroshima. We go off to Miyojima, which is an island. In Epcot, they have the Torii Gate that's like in the water
Mhm.
there.
Yeah.
I went and saw the real one,
oh,
Oh yes.
and much bigger in real
Yeah,
life.
Yeah.
And so we took pictures of it from the shore, and I was like, and I see somebody like kayaking through the center of it. I'm like, man, I want to be that close to it. I didn't know at the end of the day when the tide goes out, you just walk in the sand. And
Oh,
we walked right
oh,
up to it,
nice.
well, that's
and it
cool.
is way bigger than the Epcot version.
Yeah.
just a hair.
Just a slightly here. And then on that island, they have these deer. And these deer are not like, these aren't the bowing deer that everybody's, that you see like on social. They're the same like breed and everything, but it's not, these ones aren't as, I guess, used to humans, but they are used to humans. Because the second you get off the boat, they're just chilling.
Like, hey, what's
They're
up?
just
buddy?
hanging out. They're all over the town.
They're like
And-
kind of domesticated or familiar.
Yeah, they're just know that humans are no threat.
Wow.
And so they don't take off and run. You can just walk up to them and pet them if you want. You're not supposed to. You don't touch them.
You're not supposed to touch
And you're
them.
not supposed to feed them either. And I found out why.
Okay.
Because we saw some German tourists feed some French fries to one,
Mhm.
and when he wouldn't give up anymore, the deer started headbutting him.
That's the way to do it. That's a good job.
It's like, I know you got fries, bro.
Come on, give me more.
Yeah, come on. That was good. Give me more.
Yeah, they're almost like our manatees here. Then, so you're allowed to experience them, but you're not supposed to pet them. You're not supposed to touch them, and you're certainly not supposed to feed them or molest the manatees, as they call it. So
Yeah,
it
but
sounds like that's a situation
Equating
with deer.
everything to his manatee.
I'm just
Yep.
saying it's the same situation.
Well, and I don't think the deer are endangered.
if they
and-
touch you, it's it's okay, right?
well, yeah, I actually sat next to one, and it booped me with its nose.
yeah.
Did he want to come on the podcast?
I very friendly. I offered, And then when I said konnichiwa and bowed to one, a Japanese person laughed.
You made a
Wait,
Japanese
wait.
person
Did you
laugh.
at least get a picture with your new friend, your new
Yeah,
dear friend?
yeah.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
did the right thing.
Yeah. I may have touched one on the way out.
On accident?
No, it just happened to touch you.
No,
Yes.
we went over.
No, no.
Oh, you
Looked
know,
both ways and just went.
there was a German.
Okay.
There was a German tourist in the corner judging you.
Yeah, honestly, though, when we got there was like a bunch of like children of all, a rainbow
A Benetton ad.
Mhm.
of different children just touching the deer, and nobody got like upset or came running out. Like,
Don't touch the deer.
yeah. So next day, head to the Hiroshima Memorial.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's called Peace Park,
Yeah.
and I stood right at where the hypocenter of
Oof.
the atomic bomb went off.
The heavy. Is it heavy there? Like just a heavy feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
think so.
Going through the museum was a little bit. They show you real pictures of what these people's bodies went through,
Mm.
and you see some of like the relics, and that famous spot on the in front of the bank
Mhm.
where it's just the guy's shadow,
Mhm.
where he got vaporized instantly, and he left a cast a shadow on the building. They remodeled that building, and they cut that piece out,
Oh,
and
wow.
it's in the museum
Yeah.
now. So I'm like standing in front of this. I remember seeing it in a textbook as a child,
Yeah.
and just like being amazed. And the dome, the atomic dome is what they call it, the A dome, I think now. And it's one of the few structures that was that close to the hypocenter, not the epicenter, because they call it hypocenter because the bomb went off like
It was
18.
elevated, yeah.
Yeah, it detonated like 1,800 feet above the
Mhm.
ground,
Oh, okay.
and it just came down.
Oh.
So the majority, not the majority, but like the structure, the frame of the building stood, and it's in preserved ruin, is what they call it. And that, I think, is the official memorial.
Okay.
And standing in front of that, and remember seeing it as a child and saying I wanted to see it. My classmates telling me I was an idiot and never going to go to Japan and see that.
See,
Joke's on
I
you.
saw it, guys. Joke's
Yeah.
on you.
That was life changing.
I
That was-
imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, the horrors of nuclear war.
Yeah. I mean, it changed everybody's life, not just the Japanese. I think the whole world.
No, I totally agree. And you can see why nobody's lit that candle since.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
okay, so after that, after Hiroshima, we go over to Kyoto,
Okay.
and Kyoto is the birthplace of Nintendo.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
And I will give you guys an insider's tip. If you want to go to the Nintendo Museum,
Mhm.
you need to get tickets. Like, you have to get in the lottery like 3 months in advance.
Mhm.
I did not get into the lottery. I went into the lottery. I did not play it smart. Didn't get tickets, and was never able to get, because they drop tickets for the individual days all throughout the
The lead up.
lead up, and you have to go at what would be 7 a.m. Their time, which is 6 p.m. our time,
Mhm.
and try to like log in and buy those tickets.
Oh.
I was ready, had it ready. Everything was good to go. Still could not get a ticket into the Nintendo Museum.
Yeah.
So if you have a traveling party, I recommend that everybody in your party sign up for a Nintendo account, and everybody try to get
Yeah.
tickets,
Yeah.
because then you have more than one person trying to get those same. And then also, don't be such a like, for me, I was like, we had a schedule to try to keep to,
Mhm.
and so I only took like select, because you only can choose 3 times
Right.
over the course of your whatever. And I was very like hard-headed. I was like, no, I'm only going to do these 3 times in this one day, because this is when we have time for it. I'm going to get it. It's going to be fun. No,
It'll-
I would have been happy to have one of the, because when you sign up, it'll show you like how many people have signed up in that same time slot. If I would have gone with one of the later ones,
You would have been.
I probably would have gotten it. Would have been fine. But
Mm.
I had a buddy who went through. I watched all his videos, and I'm mad that I didn't go,
Yeah.
because it was really cool.
I don't want to jump too far ahead, but I don't want to run out of time to talk about this. So
Yeah.
I want to talk about what you did get to go to, and that was the Disney park there in
Yes.
Japan. Is it called Sea Disney?
Well, they have two parks, kind of like California, where they have California Adventure and Disneyland. They have Tokyo Disneyland and then Tokyo DisneySea.
Mm-hmm.
And DisneySea is probably one of the most unique parks of any of the parks. It's a completely different flavor of Disney. And it actually had a lot of Islands of Adventure feel to it, in my opinion.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, like structurally, I'm saying.
Now, just getting tickets was kind of a unique experience, right? You had to you had to get them like close to.
Yeah, you can only get them like 60 days in advance,
Mm-hmm.
and they're really inexpensive.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
Yeah, with because the dollar is so strong against the yen, it was like $59.
Wow.
So
He could afford a pass.
I could.
you could afford a pass. Well, when you only pay $59 to get in, you don't think anything of it about buying fast
I'm gonna
passes.
try this food. I'm gonna try this.
Well, that and like the fast passes, because like
you want to you want to do everything.
yeah, because that was my one and only day to go there.
Right.
So the way their fast pass system works is they have there's free rides,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's like the premium rides that you have to pay for.
Mm-hmm.
And if you buy a premium one, you have to wait an hour or have been on your ride to book another one.
Okay.
With the free passes, you have to book one and then you have to wait 2 hours to get another free one.
Okay.
So between all of that, we got on everything we wanted to get on.
Was it very busy?
It was pretty crowded, but it wasn't nearly like when we were in the Hiroshima Museum, it was literally like shuffling our feet to get through everything because it was just such an influx of people. Disney, you could move around, especially as the day went on later because it started getting kind of cold.
Mm-hmm.
Did it feel like more locals or was it a lot of tourism?
A lot of tourists. Yeah, it was a lot of tourists. And so the main things that I was trying to get to were the very, very unique rides, which they have like a Jules Verne area. So they have a 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Okay.
Completely different than the one we had here in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
Totally different. And then they also had a Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Okay.
Which is their test track.
Oh.
Yes.
All right.
But instead of the ride vehicle being two rows of three, it was 3 rows of 2.
Okay.
And where cars and test track, same exact ride vehicle, this ride vehicle shaped like the Nautilus.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So, you would be proud of me, Dickerman.
You rode it. Did you ride it?
I rode it.
Wow.
Nice.
And it goes up to 47 miles an hour.
All right.
Which is pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to be honest, I was not happy when because like you see this really great, like, I don't know, like kaiju kind of like insect, like jewel ridden alien at the end of the ride. And then your vehicle takes off and it spins off and starts doing like a spiral up in the dark.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Did not like that.
Your
I like
favorite
being
part.
able to see.
Yeah. Yep. Where's the headlights on this thing?
Well, yeah, it did have the headlights, but for some reason it was off during that part. And then you come to the top, and then it's like I thought it was going to be like straight down, like Thunder Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
It was a
drop,
but it was enough of a drop not to give me like the sinking stomach.
Drop,
Yeah, the stomach drop.
The thing that a lot of people hate.
Yes, that's the part I hate the most. And then after that, I was like, okay, good. I'm glad I went on that. Because at first, that was what we did. We first ran in and everybody went to that ride.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And there was 6 of us. And I was like, I've already decided I'm not going on this. Later on in the day, after I'd been on Indiana Jones, and everybody's like, oh, that was just like the early one. I was like, all right, I'm going to pay the fear tax.
Yeah.
And I bought 2 fast passes. So me and my buddy Vinko, because he doesn't like drops either.
Okay.
Well, he doesn't like Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
So,
well, yeah.
Everybody
Jeff
else
hates that too.
Everybody else went on Tower of Terror, and the 2 of us went over there. And I wrote it, and I was like, all right, good. I'm glad I wrote it because now I can talk about it. And
once in a lifetime experience.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, well,
You're never going to get a chance to do that again.
yeah, like all the other rides, for the most part, there's some version of it someplace, but these 2 were so unique.
Yeah.
And then 20,000 Leagues, they have like the Nautilus in the water, like that theming of the area is fantastic.
Yeah.
It was my favorite part of the whole park.
Mysterious Island.
Mysterious Island, yes, it was great. We even ate lunch there, and I don't know if you would have done well, Dickerman, because we had a Dickerman in our traveling party.
Oh, yay.
His name is Mick.
Oh, hey, Mick.
Yeah, Aussie Vader, if you will.
I remember him.
he was forced to eat Japanese food because he'd been getting like samurai burger from McDonald's, and like he'd only get hamburgers wherever he went. And this was the most adventurous thing he had eaten, and you know what? He enjoyed it.
Well, good.
Nice.
Good.
I mean, all he got was fried rice.
Well, yeah. Well, okay.
You got to start somewhere.
He got pork fried rice, and then on top of it, they had like it was like some kind of pork and like a red sauce, and then they had cubes of like tofu in there, and I think that's probably where we'd lose you.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, "Oh, this is pretty good."
Okay. I think we're going to have to maybe at some point do a second show, like an off the air show. Like, remember we used to do those
Extra park hours.
Extra park hours. I think we're going to need to do one for Jimmy's trip there. I'm glad we got Disney in because we're just about out of time, but there's so much more to get in.
Oh my God.
So we'll have to think about doing an extra park hours at the themeparkpodcast.com.
Yes, absolutely.
In the meantime, Scott, where can people find us on social media to see some of those photos from Japan?
You can follow us on Twitter at Theme Park Show, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, at the Theme Park Podcast. You can watch it at themeparkyoutube.com.
And spoiler, you got to check out the World's Fair pictures. The World's Fair was awesome.
Okay. And the show comes to you live from the Lauren Campbell Realtor.com Tebow Gazebo Studios. For Jimmy D, for Scott Harris, I am Dickerman. Until next week, we'll see you out at the parks.
This has been the Theme Park Podcast. Follow the show on Facebook and Instagram at the Theme Park Podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, check out the themeparkpodcast.com, the iHeartRadio app, or Apple Podcasts.